Hello everybody, welcome back to Risk of Rain. Last time we played as Loader and it was a blast! We punched the crap out of every single one of them. Today, look, we've gone through Huntress, we've gone through Loader, we've gone through Commando, we've gone through Engineer, we still have several others that we need to meet. Why don't we go ahead and do one I'm not sure about yet. Let's go ahead and do the Artificer. So the Artificer is interesting. I've just changed up one of the abilities because I'm not really big on Flamethrower. I really actually approve of Ion Surge overall. So, who is Artificer? Artificer is a character that is based around effectively just being a caster. She flies around, she's a mage, which is really, really cool. She relies on really strong like secondary abilities, a pretty powerful primary, and most importantly, a stellar utility. Her special is really good too. Flamethrower is particularly strong if you can get it to work. However, I find that Ion Surge is safer. It gives her a mobility ability, which she does not have. 800% damage isn't bad. It's certainly not 1700%, but I really like Ion Surge. It allows me to play a little bit more safely and to not immediately die to units that I would normally die to instantaneously. So yeah, we're going to be focusing primarily on survivability and mobility. So stuff like energy cannon and whatever is going to be very, very handy for us. That should kill him. There we go. Now, with our new philosophy that we've inherited from watching actually good players at this game play that aren't me, we are in a situation now where we can actually very happily toss that out there. We can very happily go for a build that allows us to really make the best use out of this character's items and needs. We aren't rushing with this character. And you know what? That's probably in character for her. She doesn't seem like the kind of character that would want to rush, you know? She'd probably want to take the time to study the area around her and really get to know everything. Now, she has lots of different cool abilities. Her primary is very strong. It's only got 4 charges on it for a reason, because it's powerful. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but even with 4, wow, I missed almost every single one of those. Every single one of those charges has a chance to do a little AoE damage, but more importantly, allows for a little bit of burn, which is nice. Makes it very easy to kill certain things. You want to weave that into the rest of your rotation. So, for instance, we are now surrounded by beetles, excuse me. Just toss that out there. That should kill at least 1, 2 of them. Cool, that should get the kill because of the fire. I was glad I'm correct. Put that out there, and if anybody else is still alive, just jump. Okay. Yeah, so that's her primary ability. Her secondary ability in our case is Charged Nanobomb. It is incredibly strong. The main gist behind it is that we're going for quick glasses, by the way. I'm not sure if you noticed, but doing double damage is good. The main gist behind tough call, that one. Solves her mobility at the expense of making her so squishy as to be, her combat capability at the expense of making her just, like, ridiculously fragile. Okay, cool, everything died. You know what, let's go for it. If we die really early on, hey, at least it's a quick reset. So Charge Nanobomb, the longer you hold it down, the more damage it does. It's really incredibly strong, and does a whack load of damage. The Ice Wall is cool because it stops units in their tracks, but more importantly, it also does a whack load of damage. If they're really low, it just auto-kills them, shatters them straight up, which is just super powerful. Cool. And then the ultimate. In this case, I've gone for the ultimate that allows me to bounce up and jump. This is excellent. I like it a lot since it allows me to stick around in the air, where it's a lot safer than it is on the ground, making Shape Blast maybe a little bit less dangerous, except for against Wisps, which we haven't come across a whole lot of yet. So we'll have to see what happens when the Wisps come by. But it does allow you to get a good bird's eye view to avoid a lot of the terrain, and effectively, it's a good speed increase. So let's see, what else is there on the ground? We got a healing drone, probably a priority for us, if I'm being completely honest. A scrapper. There's not much else left on the level, though. It seems like we're in a good spot, all things considered, to just move along. And at a good time, too. The barrels don't really matter at this stage. Poke. 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 Cool, and then you died because of other stuff. One thing that we are missing is some form of healing, which is why I really wanted to find out where that healing drone was. Excuse me. I swore I saw it earlier. Or maybe I just saw a mark on the ground and thought it was a healing drone. Yeah, it seems more likely now. Alright, let's see if we get lucky. We can get... Ooh, hello. There is actually a utility chest here. Hey, more movement speed. Okay, hit me. What you got, game? Float in the sky like a butterfly, you tend to be alright. Dancing around like this is not necessarily the best way to play this character, but it sure is a lot of fun, and that matters a lot to me. And especially with shaped glass. It's a powerful way to kind of play the game while not putting yourself at as much risk as maybe some other builds would. There is something off in the distance, and was I wrong about that? Yeah, I was definitely super wrong about that. I missed? How rude. Now, wisps are a problem. We'd ideally like to find some drones to help us to get rid of them more easily, or some items that will help us to deal with them very, very quickly. The razor wire that we currently have equipped is a help in that respect, because if we get shot once, it should kill any wisps that are too close. However, wisps aren't always close by, and elite wisps will still absolutely wreck our day. There are also some items that are largely useless on this character. I am looking at, in particular, our predatory strikes right now, because increased attack speed does nothing for us. So we're just going to bounce over here quickly. Toss this into the 3D printer. Sadly, not a great floor for us. Like, we got some really good items, but overall, kind of a bit of a bust. Items-wise, we looked around. There's nothing else to get. Like, we got every chest on the level. Yikes. Hopefully next level is a little bit nicer to us. Okay, wetland aspect. It's not where we wanted to be. Let's bounce up and see what we got access to right now. So there's a shop, several barrels, lots of different chests. Good start. Of course, that was going to miss. Hit. That's better. So we got 2 chests here. Bounce upstairs again. We know where our teleporter is now. Do we want to go to the shop? No, not really. No, I don't think so. We could spend some money to get some... spend some HP to get some money, but I don't think it's worth it because of the fact that we are so fragile and have zero means of actually healing ourselves. We'd be relying on basic regen to do that, and in a monsoon mode like this, not recommended. Oh, look, it's a fire elite. I'll show you how to fire elite. Boom. Turn around, blast him. Suffer not the wisp to live, okay? Basic rule of thumb when playing squishy characters like this one, suffer not the wisp to live. It is a bad plan to let any wisps exist for longer than they have to. Boink. Boink, there we go. So we have a decent amount of money that's starting to trickle in. I'm going to go ahead and start spending some of it on these items that are lying around. It is important to get these items. Stun grenades are fine, but we don't really make the best use of them, sadly, because of the fact that we are such a low attack kind of character. We rely more on quality of attacks rather than number of them, and so as a result, proc-based things don't help. Bustling fungus, again, we're not moving anywhere. It doesn't really help us much on that front. However, it is a really reliable heal when you need it, and I can think of 2 places where I can use that right about now. Excuse me, who's shooting me? Oh, I hate that those all missed. Here, have one of these. And also, we definitely picked up the healing drone. I'm just a moron. Okay, so we're going to use Busting Fungus to its greatest effect. Get some extra money that way and then run. Maybe not the, bravest thing to do, but I'll tell you what, it works. Okay. Toss out a big one. Now, it's worth remembering that nanobomb has a bit of a drop-off. It does not go in a straight line. It used to. Not the case anymore. So whatever you do, make sure you're aiming it like you're lobbing a grenade. That is your best bet. If you can remember that, then you're probably fine. So, like, aiming it up a little bit helps a bunch. Oh, and if you are near dead, then, yeah, there we go. Just shatter them. Okay, we got a decent amount of money now. Let's go ahead and check out that big chest back away. Oh, excuse me. If you could die, thank you. If we find something like Bandolier or whatever, we're in a good spot. I don't know why I did that. Goat Hoof is fantastic. For reasons that hopefully are made obvious to most people. Here, toss one of those out, toss out 4 of those, and the dude is dead, which allows us to open the thing. Why is it obviously good? Again, we don't have any sort of mobility increasing ability. Like, oh, we don't have a dash, we don't have a dodge roll, we don't have anything. And so as a result, having access to anything that increases our movement speed in any way, shape, or form is just gravy. It's real good. Oh, that's gonna horribly miss. Never mind. Apparently I'm just a gosh darn genius. That should kill him. Cool. Cool, easy kills. So the gun drone there, which is tempting, but we're not going to. Bleed here is not exactly the best thing on the planet either, but we're going to hold on to it because we're kind of lacking, like, other items. Like, any item is better than no items. Okay, lob this up a little bit, artillery style. Nice. Good job, me. That was actually like a solid shot. If I can go ahead and pat myself on the back for a minute, I'm starting to feel pretty good about myself for this artillery business. Okay, now we're up here. What other chests do we see? What do our elf eyes see? Toss out one of these. Toss out one of those. You know what? Toss some fireballs that way. Maybe it does something. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, cool. That should be a dead boy. There's nothing here, huh? Okay, might as well let the rose buckler do something. Use that there. We are still looking for other items in chests, though. There are a fair number of just, like, wide open items and stuff. Oh, that was beautiful. If I do say so myself, that was extremely pretty. Because of the lack of items that I can see, I'm a little bit bummed. Like, again, it's 11 minutes in, and I feel like we've got all the items we want? That we need, sorry, but it's not all the items I want. Like, I'm still starving here. I don't remember if there was a scrapper on this floor or not. Nothing here is immediately worth scrapping. They all have at least a use of some kind, so let's move on. Just for the sake of speed here. Gotta weave in your attacks wherever possible. Blast, 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 blast. Drop down. Use the Ionic Surge. Get out of the way of most of these things. Blast, 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 blast. Toss out a bomb up this way. Cool hits. And then move. Cool, everything died around me. Boink. The only problem with Ion Surge is that it does kind of slow down the speed at which you actually complete these things. Largely because you keep blasting yourself out of the stratosphere. But again, safety first, man. And it does do enough damage that I'm totally happy. Spending some time just making sure that I land things that I need to. Oh my god. Oh, it just sails through everybody. I love this. Nanobomb is so much fun. There's another ability you can put in that slot instead called Icicle Spear if you unlock it, and it is very good as well. Yeah, this is well and good and fine. Zoom, hello. Poof. Smash, smash, jump, run. Hello. You're dead now. Now, this would be harder without Shaped Glass, I'm not going to lie. Everything here would be dying in a lot less time, in a lot more time. I gotta wonder. No, there's no way to cancel that upward momentum, sadly, so you're just kind of doing what you got when you got it with that ability. Okay, that's fair enough. We out. 13 minutes in, it's fine. Still not, like, up there in terms of the items I want, but, like, it is what it is for the items that I have. And that's more than I can ask in some runs. Now, here's an important level for us. Why? Well, level 3 tends to be like the kind of make it or break it level I found. If you can get through level 3 relatively, like, okay, then you're probably going to be fine. Or at least there's a good chance you can be fine. Okay, that Hoyt. I'm not going to lie to you. That was exceptionally painful game. Thank you for that hard-earned lesson. Okay. Force shields here are going to help us stay alive a little bit. Now, what else is around here? We got a 3D printer for something. That almost worked. That's thrilling to me, by the way. Cool. Easy kill there, too. We do have access to fresh meat, which is going to help with our... which is going to help with our ability to regenerate. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier. That was a really good pickup for us. Okay, we got some items over that way. It's worth at least the cruise. I was going to say, if that doesn't kill what's-his-name, I'm going to be very upset. Cool. Out of these, yeah, the Cautious Slug is better. We spend a lot of time where we're just not being hit. Cautious Slug, as a result, effectively just ends up being a regen increase most of the time, which is good. It's not going to save us in a pinch. It'll save us when we need it to. Hello, goodbye. Now where? There's several chests over that way. We do have the money for one. And this is why I love Artificier. This is why the nanobomb, I like the jump, is, in my opinion, the more fun ultimate. Poinky. See us. It's easy to do a lot of damage with it. It's not the most damage in the world. It's not flamethrower. It doesn't stack as well, but it makes you safe. And if you can be safe, then that matters a lot more, I feel, in Monsoon runs. So then, as long as you can get close to people, you can blast it. It does a decent amount of damage. Still works well with Crowbar. One of, again, a good item on Artificer here, much like it is on Loader. We've got decent move speed now that we're dashing around all over the place, and we're hardly ever not dashing around. So I'm going to go for the armor-piercing rounds. Extra damage against bosses is always solid. And let's see what's over this way. We got a couple of items. Hello, goodbye. And then just glide in nice and gentle. Perfect. Now remember, you take fall damage. It is important to remember that, because sometimes you forget. Backup magazine is huge. This allows you to have 2 charges if you right-click. Which means that you could, theoretically, just never run out of charges for it, which is, like, just... I mean, if you're using it properly, it means that you really don't need to worry about whether or not you got a charge for it. You can just start having, like, a damage rotation cycle, like you would in an MMO. Where you're just like, I hit these buttons in this order and this happens. That's almost an ideal. Okay. Aim for the elite. Toss out one of those. Toss out a couple of those. Toss out one of those to stop the imps from getting too close. Poinky. Right, so how are we looking down there? Still a couple of them left alive. Not for much longer. Okay, open this sucker up. Please, something useful. Okay, drones. Drones are good. Drones are fine. We will go ahead and pick up another gun drone here. I don't think that the gun drone's necessarily worth it, but hey, it's something to avoid us being the ones targeted by attacks. And when it comes to playing Artificer, sometimes that's all you really need. Yep, be frozen. Okay. Toss out one of those. Hopefully it kills all the wisps in the way. Now what? Like, is there anything else? There's another chest over this way. Oh, there's some stuff up here too. For backup mag, no less, huh? Yeah, I'll toss some items into this. 100%. Oh, that hurt, dude. But yeah, I'll toss some items into that for sure. Why? Backup mags and having a huge number of them effectively means just any fight you're in, nanobomb them until they're dead. It's a big get for us. I think that's the last of the things we're going to put in there, though, because after this point we start getting rid of things that we absolutely need. So, 6 nanobombs now. Let's see if we can put this to good use. 18 minutes in. I don't really see many other chests. Actually, hold on. Don't be dumb. There was some stuff over this way. Ow, my shins. At least that only hit my shields. Now all we need is cooldown reduction. We literally have infinite nanobombs. You gotta, like, sometimes you gotta love a character. Now my face? Oh no, you got frozen right at the last second. Nice. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Artificier, we're doing what Artificier does best. Okay, now, to get out of here, it's behind us. Effigy of Grief. Actually a better use item for us, in a big way. Because if we use it, we're never inside the AoE, and all of our enemies are. It's pretty much perfect. Let's go ahead and make good use of it. Hit the button. It's Magmorn. Alright then. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put out an Effigy of Grief here. Toss in some nanobombs. Bounce around a little bit. Make sure that you aren't too close to the ground, but that you're still able to put out some serious damage. Okay, we got the kill. Balls, where's the item? Okay, it's all the way on the other side of the wall, which kind of blue chunks. Okay, now get upstairs. Perfect. So many wisps. A little aggravating, if I'm being completely honest. Cool. More nanobombs, please. Might as well put out another one of these here. Again, we're not touching the ground anytime soon. So, if we don't have to touch the ground, let's not. We can just bomb the area in these effigies, putting out a pretty decent amount of damage, reducing all their armor and movement speed by a lot. Just as long as we don't touch the ground here, we should be fine. Now, does this look easy to you? You are correct. It absolutely is. Oh, that dude did not stand in the thing. Okay. When you don't have to step foot on the ground, Effigy of Grief is real good. Alright. Siren's Call. Interesting situation for us. I think that Big Bird is highly doable. But it's a bit scary because this is where the really powerful enemies kick in. We can't one-shot these easily. They don't just vanish when we poke them now. Like, we have to play smart now, and if there's one thing I'm not very good at, it's being smart, so... Hello. Smash, 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 smash. Toss out a bomb. Cool. Just focus on getting kills. Continue to apply your debuffs wherever possible. Weaving in nanobombs alongside everything else. And, cool facts, apparently. We just straight up died. Okay, cool. Let's try that again with the other abilities. Let's try that with Flamethrower instead. Because, if anything, Flamethrower is probably the more easy to understand one. And this is just like the loadout everybody else uses. Shake Glass. Sometimes you just straight up die when you don't have an answer to whatever just came at you. In this case, we did not. Put out some fireballs. If they hit, great. Like, you know the drill now at this point. But now we are ground locked. We do not get to fly around like we did in the past. Yeah, there you go. You did. Which means that our perspective is very different now. Our perspective now is one of, Although we can't fly around the same way that we used to. We now have a lot more single target damage in the flamethrower, and now we definitely want those proc-based items. Things like bleeding daggers, things like stun grenades. All that stuff now has an immensely powerful effect on our game. And we have a much more like tactical kind of style of play now, based off of where we are and what we have to do. Also, worth remembering, you can charge up all of your abilities, like, say, the nanobomb and everything, whilst sprinting if you hit the sprint toggle button after you start charging. Okay, we got the ability to fly again. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like, I like it, but I also don't want to like it, because it's going to slow us down. Playing like this is a little bit easier when you're not, like, jumping in between modes of movement, I find. That's just because my brain is slow. Poke. That should kill him. Yes, it did. No, it did. Now, I'd like less use items, more passive items, please. I've seen 2 use chests. Sometimes I don't see those for like 3 levels straight, so like, come on. Stealth suit is fine. It's an item that can save your bacon in the situation that requires it to be saved. I was gonna say, if that had hit, I would have been, like, actually really pleased with myself, but... Yeah, am I not using my flamethrower enough? Probably. Flamethrower also cancels as soon as you start sprinting again, so it's one of those abilities that you kind of have to use at the right time, or you die. Because of the fact that it requires you to, effectively, stand still. I mean, not, like, actually stand still, you're still moving, but it is a bit of a problem when you can't do much movement. Like, your movement is hampered. Please die. Please. Thank you. I was going to say, if that couldn't get me over the gap, I would have been sad. So, at this point, we definitely want stuff like mobility. We would love to have the wax quail. We'd love to have a variety of different survivability options, infusions, and excellence for that, just because it gives us a lot more HP, which we could use. It's not needed by any stretch of the imagination, but, okay, roast in flames. Thank you. See what I mean? Powerful ability, right? It's real good. It's really good. Nice. Toss some fireballs. Like, the one thing I am not a fan of when it comes to Artificier is that I feel like I'm constantly learning how to play her every time I play her again. She is so powerful that it would be ridiculous to say that she isn't a great character. She is fantastic, and she doesn't need much to really get going. Excuse me. She doesn't really need much to get going, and her early game is just a blast, because you're so hard-hitting. As long as you aim a little bit, you're able to do quite a lot of damage very quickly. Those are all not as fun as critical hits, aren't they? We're going to go ahead and 3D print every single one of those into critical hits. These critical hits are groovy. And then toss this up there. New priority, kill that guy instead. Poke. Shatter him. Is this wise? Probably not. Is this going to be fun? Maybe. We now have a 30% crit chance, which, I mean, does not make much of a difference. But you'd initially think, because, like, the best crit combo in the game at the moment is just like, hey, you get crits, you get attack speed, you get HP, it all works at the same time. But we don't make use of 2/3 of that combo, effectively. We don't need attack speed, because we only have 4 attacks before we run out of charges. So the amount of attack speed we have is largely negligible. And we do all of our damage in, like, one big burst anyway. So, what's the point of critical hits? Well, if you can get a double critical hit with a crowbarred, like, lightning bomb, you are, like, thrilled. That's how that particular equation works. Now, where's our way out of here again? So, this way, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Right, I'm a dumb person. It's fine. We have a lot of money. We can go ahead and spend it on this shrine over here, is my hope. Float a little fast there, my friend. There is some stuff over here to use. Hello. This was right near the beginning. While I'm at it. Womp. Nice. Topaz Brooch does not hurt. Gorge Tome does not hurt. That missed. Nice. One thing that's going to help. Okay, that's neat and interesting, actually. One thing that is going to help is going to be when we get access to... hold on, I'm thinking in the moment. I think I lost my train of thought entirely. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We're going to go over here. We're going to print off the Topaz Brooch. Now, one of the reasons why... She's going to go for higher crit. Really? That's kind of the main reason why. I will hit this up quickly. Charge Nano Bomb. Big boom. Did you guys hear the crit sound effect? Because I certainly did. We could transfer all of our common items into the crit goggles, making it like an 80% chance that we crit. I honestly feel like this is a dumb idea, but we're going to go for it anyway. No, we're not. We're not. It's more important to have a semi-okay crit chance and then just, like, have some actual, like, HP. And the chance to do even more damage effects is kind of important, too. Okay. Hit this. Stone Titan. Okay, so we want to be right up close for this boy. Just run. Good. Okay, put that out there. Charge Nano Bomb. Cool everything down. Take out the Wisp. Start torching everything else on the planet. Excuse me. Why aren't you dead yet? Thank you. Cool. Getting to a point where you're feeling comfortable with this character takes time. I think that's worth saying. This character has a high skill ceiling compared to a variety of other ones, which are very point and click by nature. Loader, for instance, is not a hard character to understand, and once you got the swing of Loader, you're fine. The Artificer, very different story. Very, very different story. The Artificer, you need to be like on top of things from start to finish. You need to know exactly what you're doing. You need to be able to aim, because if you miss with even one of your fireballs, your damage potential goes down an incredible amount, so you can't really afford to miss. And if you don't have the right items, sometimes you can feel like you're fighting a very uphill battle. This is not the case right now, and any items are good items for Artificer, just because like anything that increases survivability is good, anything that increases damage is good, and that's the majority of items in the game. But she's got the very specific instance, like issue, where she just, again, she has no mobility, she's extremely frail, and relies pretty much entirely on the kindness of strangers to be able to get by. We'll have to see how we do here. I hope this run goes better than the last one. The last one was fun. I'm glad that we got Shake Glass to work. At least a little bit. Could have worked better if I had just played better, but it's fine. So, we're 8 minutes in already. Yikes. I'm hoping that means that more things spawn more quickly and that we're able to actually make something useful out of this level more quickly. Roast them. We see something like a Hoopo Feather, by the way. It's pretty. It's a pretty good get. Okay, Guillotine here is pretty solid. Guillotine here is actually a really solid get. Now, I thought I heard a thing. Excuse me? Did I hear a thing, or am I losing my mind? I'm losing my mind. You know what? Don't worry about it. It's fine. There is another chest over this way, but I'm not going to be able to pick that up anytime soon. Cool. Thank you, Guillotine, for a little bit of extra cash. Easy kill on that dude. Not being able to fly around and make things more visible is a hard pill to swallow. You get really used to the easy scouting abilities when you're playing with the ion jump, but yeah, like, this is more powerful. This is just a stronger way to play overall because it actually allows you to do damage more rapidly. It forces you to stay on the ground Interesting idea. Not a bad one, because it means that we can kind of slam dunk these things. Ow. Do a little bit of extra damage that way. Put out one of these here. You can dodge those, jellyfish man. I'm displeased about this. Ooh, hello, money. Hello, Philip. Balls. Gotta remember, that bomb has a massive AoE. If you're just surrounded by wisps, sometimes the best thing you can do is just slam that thing into the ground and let the AoE do its work. Okay. Open up this chest. See, we're getting money now. Thanks to Gore's Tome, it's speeding up things pretty considerably. I think that we've been pretty good about making good use of that ability right now. Nanobomb still does a stupid amount of damage, even when it doesn't crit. It's 250 something. Gas is a bit of a bust. It's not bad. It's fine. But like, if we're killing even one thing, chances are we're killing a lot of things all at once. So gasoline's just kind of like, it's extra, I guess. It's a bit of a kill more button. There we go. So Tougher Times is one of those items that you absolutely want as Artificer. If you don't have it, it's gonna be rough. The ability to just ignore damage when you get hit is so powerful that if you don't value it appropriately when you play as Artificer, you're gonna miss out on a lot of cool runs. You know, these situations where you're just like, man, that could have been so much cooler if I just had, you know, lived through that 1 or 2 hit thing that happened. Yeah, well, you would have done that if you had just had Tougher Times. Okay, a second Gore's Tome is getting a little bit ridiculous game. It's gonna have the tree, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I was aiming for the beetles in the background. I'm not sure if you noticed them, but there are beetles there. See? Beetles. Cool, that's a little bit better. We still need another 14. 14 gold coming up. Roasted. There's a combo for you. If you're like, I'm not sure if I can go ahead and get off my entire flamethrower, try freezing them first and then flamethrowering. It'll keep you safe if you need it to. You toss out one of these. That should be a good angle. It was not. It was way too short. And it looks like our goal is on the other side here. And we're going to start hitting that up right about now. We've gotten more than enough money to kind of get things started. Cool. So I'm going to be very happy to just get out of here now. Red Whip is going to help with our mobility in between combat, which is good. Cool. You love it when a plan comes together. Do I need this? No, not necessarily. But hey, I've got Crowdfunder. More money equals more damage, so I'm very pleased to have that. Give me another Stone Titan. I dare you, game. Or, you know what? Give me a Beetle Queen. Give me somebody to love. Okay, you gave me a Wandering Vagrant. Cool, we made it through. Turns out Crowdfunder is a really good item. Ooh, and missiles! Look, this run is a lot better than the last one. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. This is just way better. If anybody disagrees, you are incorrect, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna run around a little bit. Just let the crystal-powered fire damage from the gas kind of do some work for a minute. Okay, and again, if you're ever wondering like what can I do to survive in a situation, don't forget about your ice wall. You put that between you and the enemies, it'll at least buy you some time. Cool. I heard a jellyfish, but where is it? Boom. Enjoy the bomb. That should kill him. Hello. Gotta be careful around these things, man. There's just a lot of them. Okay, you blew up my drone for some damage, and it was upsetting, but at least he's still alive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Run, and charge. Launch. Cool. Easy kills. Alright, and we're out of here. 14 minutes in. Slow, but like, we're alive, we're strong. Missiles is going to be really, really good for us on the times where it procs off of our nanobomb in particular, but it's really our flamethrower that's going to make the best use of those kinds of items, because it'll actually proc them often enough for it to be worth it. Okay, so do we have HP regen? We do have some, and we have a base amount of HP that I'm okay with risking. So let's give this a tap. Give you a flash freeze, and then just flamethrower, man. Now, ideally, you'd like to finish people off with the ice wall, right? Right. Because the flash freeze section of it only lasts for as long as it does. But roast. Roast. Everybody burns. Just this once. However, like, it's multi-purpose. It has the capability of just freezing people in place that allows you to flamethrower them relatively safely. Like, sometimes. That's all you need. That's all you need. Okay. Next batch of items. We got some items up the hill that we want to check out. We got monster teeth here, which is fine. A little bit of regen goes a long way. One large nanobomb coming right up. Okay, and I accidentally sent out a second one. That's not good. Don't waste 2 charges on a dead man. It's not worth. Bouncing up here, we get at least 1 item. Bouncing around over here, it's 312 for the next item. It is well worth it. And I will ice wall you, giving me a chance to just really stack this up as much as possible. LeBonk. Cool. And that was worth a decent amount of money too. So now ideally, go like this first, then you can flamethrower as well, because that stuns a little. And then you can get everybody stuck in one of these, and then they shatter, and then that just like saves you a lot of life. It's like a mini guillotine attached to an ability, which is just really, really strong. Okay, cool. 2 gold pieces. You know what that means? That means we have a ton of money. Okay, and death mark. Not sure how I feel about that one. It's probably good over the course of a longer fight, but we're not aiming to have it around for. We're not aiming to have fights last that long. To be perfectly fair, that seems like inefficient. Okay, put that up there. Hold on, what the hell is up there? Oh, just a couple of beetles. No one cares. All right, get a move on. Now, where are some more items for us to just like pilfer? There's one there. It's a lot of beetles. I'm not sure if anybody else is hearing all the beetles. Okay, shield generator's fine. It's extra defense that regenerates within 7 seconds. Like, it takes 7 seconds and then it regenerates super quickly. I think it's worth it, on Artificier at least, because, like, her ability to get regeneration otherwise is so limited. Cool. Handled. Okay, we got rewarded. It's Topaz Brooch. It's not bad. The more we kill, the better off we are. And then we got another backup mag. So now we're up to 3 nanobombs. It's fine. It's not the 6 we had last run, but it's probably better for us. We actually have some item variety. We actually have items this time. Like, compared to last time, we just really didn't find much. This time, we got, like, tons going on. And that's good. That's just very good for us. You want to have a variety of items, I think. There's very few items in the game where you're like, I just want all of this. You want 10 crit glasses, and that's about it. You want, like, I'd say like 9 teddy bears, I think, before it starts getting like ridiculous. But like teddy bears can be really, really good. You only stack the chance for anything to apply so much before it becomes a problem. There's some items you infinitely stack, like missiles, and you're just like, yeah, this is pleasing to me. But they're few and far between. Hello. There's a lot of you. I'm not sure if anyone's told you that. Nice little bit of money there. We got some missiles headed over that way. Whoa! Okay, so see, that's what I mean by, hey, missiles are good on this character. Just, it procced off of a nanobomb that was relatively charged, and then suddenly, oh, that's 3,000 damage. Okay, that just instantly kills the big wisp. Sure, seems fair. Absolutely not. Okay, so we have our exit here. We're in a spot where I'm actually happy to go ahead and hit that button. We are very slow currently, so putting a little speed under my belt here would not be completely remiss. Balls. We have so much money that crowdfunder absolutely is worth it, though. Okay. Really? A third one? Roast in hell, everyone. Don't come back and do not tell your mother that I smote you with a flamethrower this Monday. Except for it's not Monday, it's Friday at the time of recording. And I'm losing my mind because the wisps are overloading. Or at the very least, the glacial doogadoo boom. No. Holy cow! Where were all these gold pieces at the beginning of the run? We could just run around and open things for like the next 40 years and been totally happy about it. What the heck, game? You're still alive? Okay, well, for now, I guess. Thank you. I don't see anything else to spend money on either. Like, there's probably some stuff upstairs, but, like, I don't care enough. 21 minutes in, we're on level 4. This is a way better run than the last one. Let's see what we can do. Silence call. It's not where we want to be. That was perfect. But, seriously, where's my gold now? Oh, good, I tapped him. Cool, I killed him, too. There's our gold. There's gold in them there hills. Okay. And if you're ever curious as to why roasting is good, I mean, I hope that explains it for you. Big Bird should be relatively easy to deal with Artificer today. And if you want to actually unlock Artificer, oh come on, you came at a really bad time, dude. If you want to unlock Artificer for yourself, she is a pretty easy one to unlock as long as you know where she is. If you go to the shop, she's actually sitting next to the shopkeeper, locked up. And if you pay 10 lunar coins, you can go ahead and unlock her, which is like, you know, fine. But importantly, oh, get dog fought though. Cool. You still alive, huh? No, not any longer. Okay, good. She costs 10 lunar coins to unlock. It's a lot. It's enough to be an issue, but it's not enough to be like a huge problem. 10 lunar coins is like 2 very successful runs, effectively. Plus, you need the lunar coins to get in and all that stuff. If only we had shaped glass now to deposit into that thing, huh? I swear to God, that thing hates me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this. It won't hurt, but it should be okay. That's going to miss. It's fine. And you're giving me another Fire Elite Bellman, huh? And jellyfish are still a problem. I'm not sure if you realize that yet, folks. A little extra dough. I need you to be deceased. And you're not. Okay, we're going to open up this sucker. Hopefully we get something cool within the first couple... Yep, that's cool. That's cool. Right within the first second, I'm happy to say yes to that. Runald's band works fantastically well on this character, and the Kiaro's band does as well, because of the fact that those 2 items will proc on Nanobomb and Nanobomb pretty much specifically. I'm happy to take a crowbar, a second crowbar, maybe? Yeah, sure, let's go for a second crowbar. That was worth it. That was worth it. That was a big whiff. I don't know why I felt like I needed to flamethrower there, but I did, and it was a waste of time. The crowbar, on the other hand, is not a waste of time. Crowbar is, again, just really, really powerful in this character. Nanobomb can turn the tide of a fight and wipe entire platoons of baddies. If you charge it up high enough, and if you got crowbar, it makes it a lot easier. So, definitely keep that in mind. Okay, let's keep speeding around here. We do have enough speed that we can go ahead and pick up several items fairly quickly here. Boss damage is great. Nope. Stop that, you. Jellyfish are a problem. You need to run from jellyfish. Like, if at a certain point you get to jellyfish land and you don't have the attack speed or the damage or the movement speed, sorry, to deal with them, they'll do what they did in our first run and just straight up murder us. So, like, be careful. 50% crit chance now. Very nice. Toss that out there. Toss that at this gentleman. Miss entirely. Oh, why do you have to fly so high? Okay. At this point, if we see any more eggs, we hit them. Still not at the point where it's worrying, eh? 26 minutes in. It's a little on the slow side, but we do have enough items to so far make it relatively worth it. We got tons of money. Our levels are good. Like, run's fine. I don't know why I'm like sounding worried about this, but like it is a fine time for us to be Artificer. If that wasn't proof, I don't know what is. Like, look at what we can do. It's just like little taps now are able to get kills on these things. We don't even need to fully charge Nanobomb to make this happen. So the whirring grows loud. We've made the man mad. Why you have to be made? Is that a drone or is that just a piece of fuselage? It is. Alright, so do we take on this big guy? Yeah, we did wake him up for a reason. I did mean to take him on. So we're going to go ahead and do that very quickly because it's worth our time. Except for when I miss every single one of those attacks, huh? Okay. Go in for one big boom out of the gate. Nice! Look at that damage we just dealt. Oofersons? This is exactly the kind of boss you want. You can trade back and forth and just have like a nice correspondence going on, you know? Oh, jeez. Nice. Big get, big get, big get, big get. Okay. Big get, big get, big get. Alright, so this is actually interesting. We now no longer take fall damage of any kind. This would be more useful on the previous run, but hey, this is fine. It still provides us a nice big jump and a way to stay alive, which we didn't have before. Nice hit. One of them's dead already. Ouchie. Okay. Put out the shots from the golden gun here. Crowdfunder has a ton of ammo right now. That's one of the main reasons why I think that Crowdfunder is as strong as it is. Ah! Is because of the fact that at a certain point, money stops mattering. You just have so much of it, it's like, who cares? There we go. Sounds a bit like real life, actually. Squid Polyp. Beautiful. That should be easy kills from here until the end of the level. Now we are at 30 minutes. I don't mean to worry anybody, but at this point we are at the point where, like, normally I would have liked to have been done the next level. Oh, wow. Did we just blast that guy off the edge? Sick. Cool. Yeah, we're slow. But we'll be okay, I think. Just gotta continue to play smart wherever possible. And dead. Goodbye. Oh, brain is drained! I'm trying to, like, stay focused and in, like, the zone for, like, commentary. It is just difficult with this game sometimes, but specifically with this character. Okay, hopefully... I was gonna say, hopefully that actually does something. It sort of did. How dare you. La-boom. So now what's the plan? The plan is to do what we do on this level every time. That was a critical and that tickled, huh? Ow. Okay. Freeze him. Blast him. Run. The parent's coming. The parent is coming! Okay. Hoopu Feather here is really, really nice. Yikes. He could just teleport behind us and kill us, though. So, like, keep that in mind. I have fright. I have fear. How did that miss? I'm doing this all wrong. I don't know how to move with this character, okay? Look, I barely play Artificier. And it's obviously showing, holy shit, my face! If you ever wanted a reason to, like, want to know how to use Ion Jump, this is it right now. Cautious Slug, do you exist in this run? No? Okay. Bustling Fungus does, though. Sweet. Okay, cool. What we need to do is figure out a way to get HP back without dying. Cool, that actually hit some stuff in there. Which means that our fresh meat's actually going to do something. Yeah, that was very confusing for a minute there. I was losing track of who I was. But now we have enough money that we can run around and start picking up some items. So, let's go ahead and do that, because otherwise we are so lost. Like, relatively good try there with the lob. Sadly not enough to stop Big Daddy from doing all kinds of other nasty stuff. Stun grenades are not what I'm looking for, game. It's probably way short. Not way short, but definitely short, yeah. Okay. There we go, that's better. Alright, we're starting to get some HP back. Thank you, Fresh Meat, for helping. A little bit of attack speed goes a long way to doing nothing. That's fine. Cool. Look, the main thing with Artificier I'm beginning to realize again, just don't miss. Like, if your accuracy is fine, if you can aim her abilities and land them more often, congratulations. You're in a good spot. Like, you do so much more damage if that Nanobomb lands, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my face. Too many bells. Too many bronzongs, man. Seriously, how many bell people do you need in one run to be able to try to kill an Artificer, huh? Apparently more than that. Oh, psych! You thought that I was gonna get all salty about that? Nah, sir. That sort of hit. I keep aiming a little bit short, which is like a sign that maybe I should start aiming a little bit longer. Like for this guy, aim like that. Maybe that'll directly hit him. Oh! Slam dunk from the three-point line. I know nothing about basketball, by the way. I just want to make that abundantly clear. Low bonk. Cool. And we do have a right item that, you know, actually does do damage. So we need to keep that in mind. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Aim a little bit higher than what you're expecting for you, because you know you. Nice. Get out of all the freezing areas? No? Okay. Okay, things I'd like to do. Get out of this level. So there's our ticket out. But there's an item over here first. Let's go ahead and check that out quickly. Please die. Thank you. And there's more crit goggles. Okay. I didn't see any scrappers. Is it worth going for a 100% crit chance? I think it's worth a shot. Because if you can crit 100% of the time, then anything that works off of crit is happily helped by it. Boink. Cool. Besides, we have so many items that I'd rather just not have instead. We're up to 8 of these now. This will be our 9th. Okay, one of my turrets died. This will be number 10 when we can get to it. Okay, so we now have 10. We have a 100% crit chance at all times. That's good. We now effectively do double the damage that we used to. Which is great. At least 50% more of the time. Eat. Fireballs away. Okay, so we know where the way out is. I'm bouncing my knees so hard right now because I'm just like so full of like energy right now. You dodged all of it. You massive jerk. Okay. Oh, the amount of damage we can deal to ourselves is a staggeringly high amount, actually. Ow, my face. No! Look, I can't make Artificer work. It was a good run, and I think a better player would have been able to make that thing, like, just take off. It was practically God-given. But, like, yeah, that's Artificer. I tried twice. I tried really hard, but no dice either time. I'm sorry, folks. Long episode, bit of a disappointing one. In my case, because I would have liked to have won. But, like, sometimes you try so hard, you get so far, and in the end, you're playing Artificer, and you're not good with them. It's okay. Like, you don't have to be good with every character to be good at the game. And I think that I'm better with other characters than Artificer is. If you guys want to see me play Artificer again, you can say so in the comments, but if you want to see me play anybody else, you can go ahead and request the next person and meet the crew. Thank you for watching. Hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. Hit the dislike, the dislike button if you disliked it, like button if you did, like it. I mean, not dislike. Anyway, do all the stuff that you do on YouTube, and I'll see you folks in the next episode.